this is the crazy.
Yeah.
They've got more
details about Muhammad's life. The longer it goes, the later they go.
Yeah, the later the more modern beats have got more details. You think, well, does that work?
Yeah.
Should it be the other way around? You go like, yeah.
It's fascinating. But you know what? The rabbinic Jews have a similar problem. They have this alleged oral law, which was given to Moses at Mount Sinai, along with the written law, which we have in the Pentateuch. This oral law was transmitted through the rabbis down the centuries, up to the present. But of course it gets codified in the Jerusalem and Babylonian Talmuds in the 4th, 5th, 6th centuries AD. But the oral law has no evidencing before, or much before the Jerusalem Talmud.
Sorry, the Torah was an oral tradition preceding the Dead Sea Scrolls or whatever. It was an oral tradition. It's handed on. That's my understanding, but I might be wrong. But I thought it was handed on orally. That tradition, that story.
You've got the law. I wouldn't say so. I'd say this: the law is given by God on Sinai. It's written down. We've got it there in the Pentateuch. You get oral traditions. I mean, Jesus speaks of traditions of men. You know, the Protestants use against us as Catholics. You've got the traditions of men. But there were traditions of men, which many of them were valid for the Jews, but they weren't the law. Jesus, in fact, was trying to separate the law in its pure form from those accretions, like barnacles on a ship, that had grown through the centuries, putting burdens on men. As he says, you put burdens on men greater than you will bear yourselves. But that's part of this oral law, alleged oral law, that was transmitted. The fact is, there's no evidence of that oral law existing in a way that's as strong as the written law in the Pentateuch. So what the rabbis of today and subsequent centuries from Jesus' day were doing, they were saying, we've got our traditions which we've developed into the Middle Ages and beyond. That's all given by Moses at Sinai. I mean, they wouldn't say all of it, because a lot of it is commentary on the Pentateuch. But they still say there's commentary which is from Moses himself. But you know, without a written document, you're stuck, because we have the same problem as the anthropologists who went to West Africa. And as I've outlined here for the Muslims, you cannot transmit accurately any information more than a few decades. You can within a few decades, orally, but of course, as time passes, it begins to be distorted. Memory is very flexible.